Excellent, excellent. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We are so super excited to have you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am so super excited to be hosting this incredible opportunity for us to share in a sense of like what's going on with NBIA, what's going on with AOC, kind of like I love the way Bria put it, a director's town hall, for you guys to just be a little bit more engaged with what we have going on behind the scenes and the hard work that we are pouring into this incredible organization. So again, welcome. My name is Sierra Thompson. I serve as the co-executive director of the Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant, which is the largest pageant in the world for Black women. And we are so super excited to be doing this work. I also serve as the program director for Ambassadors of Change, which is the mother organization of our pageant. And so I'm so super excited, not only for the pageant as a program and what it's doing in the lives of so many Black girls and women around the world, but for the work and programming that we have coming to you guys in lieu of Ambassadors of Change as a whole, as we uplift Black girls and women around the world. So I'm super excited to get into all the things tonight, and I will pass it over to my lovely right-hand woman who is dominating this earth with me here.
Yes, thank you so much, Sierra, for getting us warmed up. If y'all don't know me, my name is Bria Virgil Brown, and I serve as the Executive Director of Ambassadors of Change, and also alongside Sierra as co-executive directors of Miss Black International Ambassador. And like she said, we're going to jump into our strategic plan for Ambassadors of Change, which kind of overviews the big overarching goals for NBIA, and then I'll pass it over to her to give us an update on NBIA, since we know we're like a month out from Pageant Week. We're so excited to celebrate 10 years of Black pageantry with our system. And we have some, cool updates around tickets and ways you all can support. So let's just give y'all a brief overview of what's going down on the AOC side. I'm going to present first and then share my screen. What's up, C? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was on mute. My apologies.
Yes, so this is our overview of our strategic plan. One of the biggest changes that we do want to highlight is that we're in a year transition. So since our founder, Patrice Harris, is stepping away from the work, I have decided to take on the executive director model. I've been working in the nonprofit sector since 2014, first getting organized at the NAACP, and then expanding on my work, majority of that being in the development side. So excited to spearhead this vision and mission of building self-efficacy in Black and brown girls across the globe, with us being an international organization. So the state of, I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just supporting you. I'm like, yes.
Thank you, baby. So state of our community, we are moving to shift our curriculum with the statement of we cannot learn on top of trauma. So instead of like pouring into our girls immediately, we're really going to take time to be intentional with healing from just the lifestyle of being a Black woman or African descent woman in America and pursuing leadership roles, and especially catering to our girls who are competing in pageantry, because it's a very strenuous and different atmosphere being a Black pageant competitor. So really taking time within our Miss Black International Ambassador programming to heal from competitions or experiences that girls have felt when competing. So our solution is building self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is a girl and women's belief in their ability to thrive. So going through research right now where we are taking studies from past studies from the Girls Empowerment Network about how they measure self-efficacy in girls 4th through 12th grade, and expanding on that. What does this look like to specifically for Black and African descent girls? And what does this look like for girls that are older than the 12th grade age limit? So really thinking about our women who are mothers, women who are married, more seasoned women, and what does curriculum, our building self-efficacy in a measurable way look like for that community? So the mission is to elevate Black and African descent girls and women by increasing self-efficacy, developing leaders, and addressing health disparities, and advocating for equity. We are still grounded in our 4 pillars, which have been here since our founding, which is health and healing, leadership development, women empowerment, and a little bit of shift to community organizing. So that way that we can start enhancing our girls' political education and their resources so that they can be inspired to run for office or inspired to making those policy changes within their community. Some big overarching goals for the organization is to reach 2,000 Black girls and women globally through our programming. We want to fundraise and move our fiscal operating budget to a $255,000 overall foundational growth. Edify our operational structure. Like we said, we're going through leadership transition and really trying to build the team and the structure for our team to be sustainable as an organization. We want to recruit and mobilize our base from 1,500 to 3,000 in order to actively engage communities, states, and nations. We are trying to expand to the international reach. We are trying to get programs in 3 continents, from the 3 continents that we are in right now to all 7, which is a really big goal. We're excited to be in 7 continents. So just to get our in-school programming where we have our international title holders would be dope. And we're also conducting a research on how to expand on those 6 C's for measuring self-efficacy for Black women. The state of organization, just want to echo again, we are restructuring, period. That's just what's happening. The summer and fall of 2023 really looks like us, one, getting our footing, one, identifying what type of organization we want to be. What does action look like for us as an organization? Who are the team members? Who are the key players that we need to be sustainable as an organization? And really getting stakeholders and buy-in and supporters who are also backing our mission as we go through trying to fundraise for these roles and become a more sustainable organization. So a lot of restructuring, a lot of team building, a lot of conversations, a lot of discussions, a lot of forward thinking for us to think about what is Ambassadors Change for the next couple of years. The programs that we are rolling out, are piloting for this year and next, of course, Miss Black International Ambassadors, Elevated Outcomes, which is our in-school curriculum, Young Ambassadors, so ideally a smaller version, well, not a smaller version, but a version of MBIA that caters to our younger girls who are under the age of 14. And then also the research, which is going to be a community-based research project. So ideally our girls, and by girls, I mean queens, and our team members would be like boots on the ground collecting this data. We currently are starting the process of holding focus groups with our contestants as we gather this research on like what does self-efficacy look like, and what are areas in your life that you feel like you needed curriculum to intervene to build up your own elevation in self-efficacy. So MBIA, these are just some long-term goals, priorities, fundraising as always. And then we also are charging our contestants with the goal of teaching our curriculum back to their communities. So we're really trying to be more tangible and lean into the key performance indicators and tracking our data and measure and impact when it comes down to MBIA and really the rest of our programs. Being able to prove how many girls we're touching and how many girls are completing our surveys and are being uplifted with our curriculum to back the research that we plan to do. And then other programs that we plan to pilot, I can't wait to like flesh these out more with the team. We still will be hosting our summit, bringing that back. Ideally, we're trying to hold that in April 2024. So a conference where all the girls across our programming will be able to come together in Houston, Texas, and be a part of a curriculum and hear panel speakers and really fellowship together, which is a big part of girlhood, being able to have those relatable role models and see them in person and interact and be inspired. So dope. I can't wait for the summit. The strategy is building our base. We have a call to action for everyone to subscribe to our newsletter and our campaigns. So you can be a part of our base and stay up to date with how research is going and the call to actions that we have as an organization. Operational structure and fundraising is our key strategies to maintaining our goals for this year. This is a little bit more work about what's specific to our contestants and how they feed into the overarching goal as for us as a 501c3. And then we also have some new team members. Shout out to Nancy, whose name is incorrect on this, so sorry, and Rama Walker, who are coming on as Director of Development and then the Director of People and Culture. And that is all for you guys.
Yes, Rita, thank you for that incredible strategic plan. When we're talking about putting a lot of thought and effort and heart into creating a plan, guys, like we got to have a plan. And Bria's done a really, really great job, especially with all of her experience in the nonprofit world on bringing her gifts and talents to our organization so that we can have a vision, you know? So I'm super excited about our vision. There's something so powerful about having a plan and then, you know, kind of going down a list, like creating a to-do list of like, okay, how are we going to actually attain that? You see what I'm saying? And so super excited. 5-year plan is going to be incredible. And we hope that you guys will join our journey and continue to grow with us as we do this incredible work in the world. So yes, love the strategic plan. What's next, Bria? Let me take a look here.
We went through our mission, we went through our pillars and strategic plan. It looks like we're going to a pageant week, you know, the talk of the town, what everybody wants to know about.
Yes. So MBIA, the Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant, right? This is, of course, a signature program of our 501c3, and you guys saw firsthand how important the ambassadorship of our queens in this pageant is so important to the work that we're doing on the nonprofit side. And so we're super excited to have them engaged in our focus groups and things of that nature. Their track community service hours and just the love that they're pouring into their communities with their platforms is truly incredible. And so before we talk about pageant week, I just want to, in the spirit of sharing goals for our organization, and we talked about AOC, but more specifically, MBIA as a pillar program. Of course, everybody has kind of experienced within our past year us utilizing this mantra called the era of excellence. And so this quote unquote era of excellence really refers to MBIA's strong focus on achieving the highest standards of quality, performance, and success to propel our mission of encouraging, empowering, and enlightening communities, states, and nations. Right. So we're standing on the shoulders of giants. We are so incredibly grateful for Patrice Harrison and her immaculate vision for this organization. And we're honored to continue those strides. But it is our goal to surpass those previous achievements and set new benchmarks for greatness, right? That is the work that we're doing here. So our pillars of this area of excellence, of course, number one, building self-efficacy. So that ties right back into our mission on the 501c3 side, is really and truly speaking on the fact that it is important for Black girls and women to believe in their ability to succeed. Okay. And MBIA, we're doing this participatory research to really prove, Bria, and, she says it so eloquently, but to prove that pageantry in its own unique way really hold space for Black girls and women to build that self-efficacy to a new height, because you already have there's a certain level of belief in yourself, knowing that you are competing against other women and there's only going to be one winner, right? And so there's so much power in that, and we're so super grateful to kind of continue to hold space for that development. So building self-efficacy, boom, that's our mission and motto, and we're very grounded in that. Additionally, focusing on holistic health, right? We know that there's 7 dimensions of wellness. And so we really want to, we really want to focus on the whole Black woman when we're talking about our MBIA programming. Not only physical health, but mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, vocational, and the sorts. Setting high standards, right? Excellence demands setting and upholding high standards for the outcomes that we really want to see. And so that is definitely seen in our work. This is a good one: increasing global philanthropy and social justice awareness. So as the largest grassroots pageant in the world for Black women, volunteering, supporting, addressing various social, environmental, and humanitarian issues that transcend geographical boundaries is our mission. And so we're super excited about the work that even we've done this past year with having our girls do work in Puerto Rico with the Ronald McDonald House, having our Miss Queen Erica visit Spain to do her focus, on her work in lieu of cancer awareness. Having our girls fly to Italy for Milan Fashion Week to really hone in on the issue of Black women in fashion. And so, that is definitely our goal, is increasing that global footprint. And we're super excited to see the impact that we continue to make through the years. Lastly, showcasing the rich culture of the African diaspora, right? Cultural awareness is not only a means to bridge gaps, but also a way to enrich our lives through learning and understanding. So we really want to be a educational platform, right? Because it helps us build stronger connections, break down barriers, and contribute to a more inclusive community, especially when we're talking about the Black community, right? Because we bring all of our international delegates in one room or on one Zoom, right? For instance, and you think that because somebody has a different time zone or different cultures, or, living in different geographical areas, that there's differences, but there's actually so much similarity in our experiences as Black women. And so super excited for us to be holding this safe space for Black women to come together and educate one another on their differences, but also just revel in the fact that we are so alike. And so, yes, those are our pillars for this era of excellence. And we're going to hop right into Pageant Week, right? So we're coming into the 10th anniversary of the Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant. Y'all, 10 years. This is incredible. This is an incredible milestone. I think what's super exciting is the fact that this organization is probably one of the youngest pageant orgs, right, in the world in comparison to others, but we've done and achieved so much. So I can only imagine where we will be in the next 5 years with our hard work and dedication and support of Black women, coupled with the anointing, because I really do have to make a point that I know that there is a special anointing in lieu of Bria and I's leadership and our team. Our team is incredible. I have to shout out to Danny and Kevin and Alexis and all of our incredible volunteers who are working to make sure that our era of excellence pillars are upheld. And so Pageant Week, 10th year. Oh my gosh. Ooh, everybody is so excited. We have alumni coming back. We have former staff coming back. The whole feel of this year's Pageant Week is definitely like homecoming. It is a homecoming. It is like, come on home, come on home, come back, come back, come back. And an even more incredible experience for our class of 2023 contestants who get a chance to see in real life, the women who made up this organization. And we're celebrating. We're not only celebrating Black excellence and what we've accomplished through the years, but we're also celebrating the fact that this class of 2023 is the largest class of delegates that our organization has ever had. From last year to this year, we've doubled our numbers, and it is just a true testament to us working hard to uphold those pillars of excellence. And so I am going to head over here very quickly so that I can kind of speak to you guys about Pageant Week. And yes, so Pageant Week will kick off officially for the contestants on Thursday, October 12th. But on Wednesday, October 11th, it's International Day of the Girl. And what better way for us to celebrate and honor International Day of the Girl by hosting our Connected Crowns Empowerment Brunch. And so this is going to be a virtual summit hosted by our reigning queens and a keynote speaker to be announced. But we actually created this initiative last year and are, doing a little replay. But it's going to be so impactful. We're partnering with some girls groups in the Gambia, in Cote d'Ivoire, as well as Nigeria. And so we're super excited to have our queens pour into these girls around the world. It's going to be an incredible experience. Last year, I mean, I had chill bumps the entire time hearing about the stories and the impact and the love and the struggle and the triumph that all of us equally share. And so I'm super excited to pour into those women and girls in Africa on Wednesday. So that's the big thing for Wednesday. No contestants are here yet. It's going to be all about our reigning queens who have been doing a phenomenal job this reign. We love them so much. Blandine, Jakima, Erica, and Makiva, who have done an incredible job with carrying the torch. And so Thursday, our contestants arrive. We are super excited to have them. Everybody is so eager to finally be together. We, of course, another big part of us being us honing in on our relationship with Ambassadors of Change is we have these meetings every month leading up to the pageant that focuses on the 4 pillars of AOC, where our queens have already had the opportunity to see each other, engage, with these incredible leaders and speakers. And so coming all together on Thursday is going to be something so special. I can't wait. So on Thursday, our girls will be engaging with check-in and photo shoot. So I'm super excited for their photo shoot. Bria and Danny and Kevin have come up with this beautiful, magical wardrobe styling. I'm super excited for those photos to go inside our 10th anniversary magazine. Simultaneously, while this photo shoot is happening, we've created an incredible partnership with the Georgia Aquarium and their nonprofit side, where our queens will have an opportunity to enjoy the Georgia Aquarium. That night is going to be super big. We have our orientation that will be followed by our red welcome reception. And this is going to be truly an incredible opportunity, not only for networking, but to be empowered. We have Dr. Carmetria Burton, who is the founder of Paint Your Lips Red, which is a woman empowerment organization. She's also an executive of Ronald McDonald, who's one of our leading partners for this year. We're super excited to be partnering with them. But she is going to be empowering our girls to be fierce, feminine, and fearless for the week. So I'm super excited to see what she has to share. And then additionally, we're going to be highlighting sickle cell awareness and the discrepancies, the issues, the fight that Black women disproportionately have to deal with. That's going to be led by one of our former staff members, Dima Hendricks, who is an American Red Cross ambassador. And so we're super excited to hear from her and her experiences with her nonprofit, #Through the Pain. And so Thursday night is going to be a beautiful one. Welcome red reception. We cannot wait to see our delegates, and they're all red for a good cause, women empowerment and sickle cell awareness. And so on Friday, super exciting day. We start the day off with interviews. Okay. We cannot wait to hear what our delegates have to say about their social impact presentations that the judges have also previously judged, which does live on our YouTube. So you guys go check that out. We just had a meeting just recently with our contestants, and we were giving them all the praises because those social impact presentations, seeing the love and the passion for their communities and their states and their nations is just, it's so beyond me. You guys go check it out. You'll see their hearts there. But yes, they have interview on Friday morning. We'll go straight into rehearsals. We will be, after rehearsals, connecting with our community partner, the Beat Club, at Westlake High School. So we'll be empowering a group of about 30 to 50 teenage girls, and they're going to be partnering with our contestants on building period packs. And Bria, I wonder if you might be able to kind of speak a little bit more so on the AOC side in lieu of that period pack moment with the workbooks and things of that nature.
Yes. So last year we created a workbook that catered around like girls being able to identify themselves into the communities and how community impacts their mental health. And this year we're going to do something around the same thing, but really catering to like what are call to actions you can make around period equality, because one of the statements we're trying to make, or narratives we're trying to change, is how menstrual cycle and people who menstruate have to really incorporate that and how that impacts our mental health. So like having lack of access to tampons at a young age, or even as adults, really does impacts your mental health, and is a stressor for people in our community. So just thinking about just like imagining yourself as a young girl who has to ask a teacher who she already doesn't bump with for pads or tampons or something in that nature, and just the embarrassment and shame that comes along with that. We're trying to shake up that narrative and remove that stigma, and one, to advocate for policy change for the taxes on menstruating cycle feminine products and menstruating products to be removed, so that they don't have to pay that tax, because we're women, we do not need extra bills in life, period. So just catering to that language. So we're going to create a workbook on one, like access to menstrual cycles within your communities and how you can like locate that, and then also ways to ask a guardian or a adult figure that inspires you for products. So being able to erase that stigma and build narrative around like you shouldn't be embarrassed to be a person who menstruates, and this is like the next steps that you should take to advocate for people who menstruate within that workbook. And then our queens, of course, are going to do activity, putting these packages together, and ideally sharing these with girls in our community, and hopefully, funders, if y'all shout us out, we can have enough to be able to give them to the women who have been firmly incarcerated and released and bring into those homes in Atlanta. So that would be really ideal for us to be able to keep producing these period packs outside of the international competition. But that's one of the things that our queens are going to be helping with. So we're excited.
Yes, thank you so much, Bria. When I tell you guys, as far as like advocacy work, Bria is the one, okay? And not the two. But don't mind me. We uplift each other like this. So you guys, I know this is more formal, but this is our personality, and we're here. We're here, okay? So, serving as an example that you can be you. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So Friday, community service with the Beat Club. Super excited about that. Super excited. We love their organization and what they're doing for Black teenage girls. That evening, we are kicking off like this homecoming weekend, right? So we're going to be hosting our pink homecoming party. And this pink homecoming party is going to be focused heavily on breast cancer survivors, celebrating their lives, and also empowering women with the knowledge and tools needed for breast cancer awareness. We're going to be partnering with Paint It Pink for breast cancer. It's also their 10th anniversary. And so it's going to just be a big old 10th anniversary party. Super excited. We'll also be having Lamique Beauty on board, who's going to be partnering with that event specifically and speaking on the reason why her cosmetic line is changing the narrative for women all over the world, of course, but her speaking specifically in terms of all of the toxic chemicals that are in makeup that cause breast cancer and so many other ailments. And so we're super excited to have her on board. We do have a special guest host who will be announcing in the coming weeks. And so stay tuned for that. But we're just super excited to host our alumni, our contestants. The B Club will be there. It's just going to be a big party celebrating 10 years of excellence amongst all of these organizations. The B Club, even the B Club is celebrating 10 years. Like, what are the odds that all of our partners are celebrating 10 years? It's such an incredible milestone. And so Friday night's going to be a big one. Super excited about that. Saturday, October 14th, our queens wake up. We have rehearsal. And guess what? We're going straight into our preliminary competition. Prelims. Super excited about that. Additionally, while our rehearsals are going on for prelims, we will actually be hosting our Queens Brunch. And this Queens Brunch is going to be specifically for our alumni queens and legacy queens to be honored. This will be led by Patrice Harrison. She'll be giving out some awards, doing a lot of reflecting, about the excellence through the years. It's going to be a really great sisterhood moment. So our alumni, please be sure you get your tickets so that we can go ahead and get your head count and celebrate you. We can't wait to see you guys. But yes, Saturday, of course, our Queen's Brunch, but most importantly, prelims, okay? We are so excited to see our queens rock that stage. It's going to be an incredible evening. That is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday. Saturday night, after our preliminary competition, we will be hosting our annual evening of wellness. And so we're going to be partnering with the International School of Nails, Massage Therapy, and something. And I'm so sorry to be mispronouncing that, but it is the ISSNMT Cosmetology School. They're an international cosmetology school. We're super excited to be partnering with them and their lead, Mandra Cotton, who has been an avid supporter of NBIA through the years. And so that's going to be an incredible night for the queens to just relax. We're talking facials, massages, sound bowls, nice relaxing music, and of course, light bites as we just kind of in the evening, focusing on our emotional, spiritual, physical well-being. Okay, we're talking about the whole Black woman, right? So that's Saturday night. Super excited about our evening of wellness. The girls loved it last year. They loved it. I'm so excited. Sunday, competition day. The girls wake up, they have breakfast. We will be hosting a worship/meditation moment that morning to kind of get everybody's minds centered on the fact that we, of course, were not coming to Pageant Week to compete against each other, but coming to uproot whatever needed to be uprooted, right? A moment of healing, a moment of gratitude. We really want to set the tone for Sunday in lieu of us being more than a pageant. So I'm super excited for our competition. It's going to start at 4 p.m., 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. FYI, our entire pageant week is going to be hosted at the Embassy Suites Atlanta. This is the Centennial Olympic Park location. We built an incredible relationship with the Embassy, and it's just so right for us to host our international pageant there. They are so excited to welcome us, and we cannot wait for you all to also enjoy all of their amenities. So please be sure to go ahead and book your hotel room if you are a guest. That closes, I believe, on the 13th of September to be able to utilize our group rate. And I promise you, based off of what those rates are looking right now, you definitely want to utilize the hotel, the friends and family link. Is going to be extremely beneficial for you. After the competition on Sunday, we will have our 10-year anniversary after party. It's going to be in the beautiful space right outside of the ballroom. It's like an atrium that's within the embassy, and they're allowing us to just go all out. And so that's going to be an amazing moment to just kind of wind down after an incredible event and after we've crowned our new queens. And so that's pageant week. Monday looks a little different, right? We'll be focusing in on our new queens and getting them ready for an incredible year. But I hope that that was pretty detailed. I went through each day. There are going to be updates as we come on here on Sundays. That was kind of like the bones of pageant week. And so we'll continue to give you guys more details as they come, in lieu of hosts, judges, things of that nature. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited about the partnerships that we're creating. I mean, we have Ronald McDonald on board this year. Of course, Lamique Beauty. There are a few orgs that we are in talks with right now that we can't wait to share once that comes through in the name of Jesus. And and in lieu of that, in lieu of kind of sharing with you guys what pageant week looks like, we are going to be opening up the floor for opportunities for other organizations to partner with us. If this is a space where you or your business, your organization, your civic org, social org feel like this would be a great space for us to collaborate, we're all about collaboration. 100%, 100%, 1,000%, a million percent. And so what Bria and I will do quickly here is just kind of share with you a preview of ways that you could partner with us. There's two ways, right? Of course, we have our events that I kind of detailed and went in detail with you guys, and you can partner and sponsor to be a part of one of those events. And then the other side is in-kind donations. You may be a brand that just wants to get your product out in front of, the world. I mean, we have girls from Cameroon, the Bahamas, Alaska, the list goes on. And so this is a really incredible opportunity that we would like to offer you guys to partner with us for international exposure with an organization that truly has a heart for women empowerment. So if any of those keywords align with you, right? Building each other up, women empowerment, global interaction, self-efficacy, belief in oneself, supporting Black businesses, anything in lieu of those key terms and more that, hopefully has resonated with you, we'd love to partner. And so I am going to share my screen. I think I have the deck here. Bria, you want to add anything while I'm here as far as like events, or was that pretty thorough?
Sorry, I was muted, but that was pretty cohesive. Nope, I am good. I'm just ready for call to action, how everybody can get involved with said events.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's see if I can share my screen. Okay. And guys, don't mind me because you know why? I am technologically savvy.
Period.
Okay. That's in my affirmation, guys, for the past 2 years is I am technologically savvy. And so here are some of the ways that you guys can partner with the Miss Black International Ambassador event. Okay, we have some pageant week event sponsorships, different levels with incredible perks. Of course, our ambassador tier with a amount here set at $10,000, right? It's very detailed. You have an opportunity for an award to be named after you, verbal integration during the live competition, thank you videos from our reigning queens, signage opportunities at our events. I mean, the list goes on. Dinner with the executive directors and reigning queens, okay? And so we have our ambassador tier, our excellence tier at $2,500, our legacy tier at $5,000, and our champion tier at $1,000. Bria, do you want to say anything more about this from like a donations nonprofit side?
No, I was just about to say, if y'all want to talk about this more in detail, y'all can reach out to us at partnerships at the MBIAApageant.com, or even just shoot us a DM. We're both pretty active on Instagram. So if y'all want to receive a copy of this, just let us know and we can get this shared out to you. But yes, here, I think that's the only need right now.
Absolutely. And of course, there's other tiers as well, because we don't want to deny anybody from having the opportunity to support this incredible organization. So of course, take a look here, but still feel free to reach out to us. We're super grateful for your support. This organization is absolutely incredible, and it's only going to continue to grow. So we'd love to have you on board now and forevermore. Of course, this is just like a little bit more detail as far as our events that I did go through earlier with you guys. Here's some in-kind opportunities. We do have swag bags that will be provided to our contestants and our special guests. And so this is like a really, really great opportunity, like I said, for your brand to be internationally advertised, as you literally have access to our contestants who are your brand ambassadors. So feel free to contact us if you would like to get inside our swag bag. We are very, very, very particular with being sure that our ambassadors actually highlight and do the work to show our appreciation. You can take a look at our Instagram page from our 2022 pageant to kind of see what that looks like. Beauty and fashion, if you are a brand that may have product, or you may be a makeup artist or skincare expert, or you may have a clothing line that you would like to see our international queens in, feel free to contact us. And we do have some commercial and ad book spotlights if you'd like to advertise your business in that capacity. Very exciting news. We do have the MBIA Pageant.tv that's going to be coming to you live this year. And so we're talking about the opportunity to have your business's commercial live stream for the world to see during our international competitions is going to be a really, really big opportunity. T-shirt partners, if you would like to be featured on our gear, feel free to reach out. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. These are just some ad specs, more information that will be included when you reach out to us. Of course, contact us. This is what Bria mentioned earlier. Partnerships at the MBIApageant.com is the best means for connecting with us in lieu of partnership and supporting this incredible initiative. Our Instagram handles are there if you would like to contact us directly. And this is a really great note that's listed here. And Bria, you might be able to kind of expound on our idea of shared leadership and what we hope to showcase to the world with that.
Yes, so as you can see, me and Sierra work in a co-executive leadership model, and really just trying to model for our contestants and everybody within the Black women who work community, sharing that power and sharing the work and the load. Of course, it's more than just me and Sierra. We're grateful for our whole team. But when it comes down to like being able to make decisions, not just solely on your own, but having a thought partner and running the organization is really just helpful, and something that we want to model to our contestants. And it kind of goes to one of the things for this year, and that we're instilling into all of our girls who compete, that we're competing with each other and not against. So just being able to show that Black women can work with one another in both whole leadership roles to get this work done. So, a nice little yin yang situation going on. Somebody has to read Excel sheets because everybody can't dance on the team.
Okay, and that is literally
Okay.
Bria. Okay, I'm making up the opening number choreography while Bria crunches the numbers. Okay, we need each other. We need each other.
We
And
need each other.
that's in life. Everybody, we all need each other. We need each other, and we want to model that. I'm super grateful for the opportunity to showcase that. And so yes, those are ways that you can partner for our most upcoming signature event, which is the Miss Black International Ambassador Pageant, October 12th through the 15th in Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sierra. And this is a space that we want to hold. By this, I mean these town halls on Sunday afternoons. And it may not just be me and Sierra some weekends. It could be us and contestants, us and our reigning queens. But these are going to be a space that we want to hold and really build, so y'all can get to know us as leaders of the organization better, so we can deepen you all's investment in communication with the organization. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are learning. Next weekend, we're going to be better prepared, and we're going to be live.
Yes, yes, yes. But thank you guys so much for joining. Hope that you have an incredible week ahead. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be anointed. I declare it's going to be the best ever. And again, feel free to reach out to us as Pageant Week is quickly approaching, and we would love to partner with you guys. Okay. We hope that you were inspired by our work, because we surely are inspired by the people that we are empowering in the world. And yes, that is all I have.